Hi, this is Jacqueline. Today is June 10th, 2011 at Bilingual FM, and we just finished a group talk. And today's group talk topic was our challenges or our personal challenges. So, challenge being the first word that we learned a little bit about today. So, it has one meaning, but you can look at it in a couple of different ways. So my personal challenge is like my personal goal. So something is difficult for me, but it's my goal to meet something. So my challenge is to lose weight or to be able to run 10 kilometers or to learn English. So this is my challenge, my goal for myself. And if something is challenging, it means that it's difficult for us. So it has sort of the same meaning, but you can look at it as a challenge, something that is hard for me, or something that is a goal. What we looked at in the group talk were a few mistakes, I guess, that we say. So let's go over those. The first one was when one of our students was speaking about their personal challenge was to lose weight. What she said was, my goal is to lose my weight. So the proper way to say this would be, my goal is to lose weight. So not my weight, just lose weight or gain weight, or I lost 10 pounds, I gained 5 pounds. So you lose or gain weight. Not my weight, not your weight, just weight. The next thing we looked at was in speaking about a career challenge. So one of our students, her personal challenge is with her profession, so with her job. She's learning a lot of new things every day at her work. And she wanted to say that she has experience with public relations, but at work she's doing marketing and importing and many things that are not public relations. So what she wanted to say was, I have experience, so I have experience with public relations. So experience as a noun, you have it. So I have experience, or do you have experience? I have 5 years experience. Or you can say, I am experienced. So as an adjective, I am experienced, or he's not experienced. So it has the ed at the end. So the mistake was, I am experienced. So experience is a noun, so you can't be a noun. You have to be the adjective. So I am experienced, or I have experience. And also with this topic and using one of our title words, which is challenge, the mistake was, this is challenge for me. So challenge is a noun, so a thing. So you need to say, this is a challenge for me, or that was the challenge for me. And if you want to use it as an adjective, like describing something, you would say challenging. So that was very challenging for me. So it's either a challenge or challenging, depending on what you want to say. So either a noun or an adjective. And also in today's group talk, we talked about our good and new and even our plans for the weekend. So a little bit lighter topic. It's Friday today, so we were talking about our plans for the weekend. So one of our students said, I want to go outside tonight, or I want to go outside for dinner, which is okay. You're going outside, you don't want to be inside. But I think the more familiar or more common way to say this is, I want to go just out, so not outside. So it's Friday, are you going out tonight? Or I want to go out for dinner, or let's go out for drinks. So not go outside, just out. Then, also talking about our plans for tonight, our student has plans to go to a beer bar, and she was making plans to go to this bar, and then all of a sudden she saw this bar on the front of a magazine. So, in the same day that she was planning to go there, she saw this bar in a magazine, and we said that this was a coincidence. So, a coincidence is maybe something strange that happens, but you didn't plan for it to happen. So, it's by chance or by luck or by coincidence. So, as a noun, it's a coincidence, and we often say something happened by coincidence. In a sentence, we can say, I was thinking about going to this restaurant for dinner tonight. Then, while I was walking down the street, I saw this restaurant on the cover of a magazine. It was a strange coincidence. Or another example, I have plans to go out with Melody tonight. And then I ran into her by coincidence this morning on the train. So this is something that you didn't plan. It just happened, and it's a little bit funny or strange. If somebody tells you something that is a coincidence, you can say, what a coincidence. That's a very common phrase. What a coincidence. So, another thing we looked at was, so one of the students said, I don't decide to plan for tonight. So, with decide, usually say I haven't decided or I can't decide, but not I don't decide. And then in this sentence, we might want to use plan as a noun, not as a verb. So what he said, I don't decide to plan, as a verb for tonight. So instead, you can use plan as a noun. So I haven't decided my plan for tonight, or a plan for tonight. Or I don't have a plan for tonight. So do you have plans? No, I don't have any plans. If you want to use plan as a verb, you can say I want to plan or I need to plan something for tonight. And the last thing was comparing two words that sound like they mean the same thing, and it's a little bit difficult, but students make this mistake quite often, and it's okay. It's pretty difficult. The mistake was I watched this restaurant in a magazine, and the proper way to say this is I saw this restaurant in a magazine. So the difference between to watch and to see, usually you watch something for a certain period of time, and when you see something, it's more like just in a moment. So I saw you just in that moment. I watched you means maybe I watched you for some time walk down the street, or I watched you while you were dancing. So you watch them for a certain period of time, and see really is just in that moment you saw that thing. So it's not continuous. In some example sentences, to watch for a period of time is I watched a good movie, or I was watching the baseball game on TV, or I watched her perform in her dance competition, for example. And to see is I saw you walking down the street, so I looked up and I noticed you, I saw you in that moment. Or did you see me? So the difference between watch and see is about the period of time. Where watch is continuous and see is just in that moment. So that's the summary of today's group talk. I hope it was helpful for you, and good luck learning those new vocabulary words. Alright, see you again soon.